All right. So, and then did I tell you about the mic? Just make sure you're not like touching it too much because
Yeah.
you can hear it. All right, bet.
Cool.
Late bloomers.
Yes, sir.
I'm Mecca.
I'm Manny.
All right. So yeah, I wanted to start off like, why are we doing a podcast? Like, when I told my girl, she's like, "What is that equipment?" I was like, for a podcast," because it's like kind of weird, like telling her that. But she definitely looked at me like, "Oh no," because it's like, why are guys doing podcasts? Like, why are we talking about it? But we decided to do this. I'd say like 2023.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say I don't know. When did the idea even come about? It was like when we were hanging out with what's his face?
Yeah, what's this shit? Yeah, two guys we were gonna do the podcast with, and I honestly forgot how that came up. It's probably because just like that shit.
Oh, because of the shed, right?
Yeah, podcasting was also big though. Like,
Yeah.
and it's still big, but yeah, he had a shed. One of them had a shed. We were gonna call it Shed Talk,
Yeah.
and yeah, it just fell through because
Yeah, we had the logo and everything. That was funny.
yeah, had a logo and all that shit. But yeah, it was just one of them was just a bad person overall, and then the other person just
Yeah, no shit.
the other person just did not want to work, I guess, or like what do you think? Because you still talk to him, right?
Yeah, I do. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like we're close on like some levels, but like dude's on a totally different spectrum sometimes, and I don't know, low key a drag. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of just trying to stay away from that as much as I can, but like I keep him close because I don't know. I would feel like kind of guilty if I just cut him off completely. Dude goes through his own problems. I mean, I got my own problems, but like I don't know. I try to like,
yeah.
help or like be like some sort of advice or like insight I can give him if I can. But
Okay, so other than
I feel like a
like
broken record though
other
most of the
other
time.
than us falling out with them, like what do you think would be like a good idea for doing a podcast? Like, why do you think like it's something that you want to do?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I definitely want to like talk about like our interests and stuff like that. I'm sure there's going to be lots of people that can, you know, be on the same page as us with a lot of this stuff. So,
Yeah, that's why
as far
I
as
do
like
it
all
because
our interest goes, like clothing, sports, what's happening in the world right now.
and like I don't see like what we fuck with like being talked about, you know?
Yeah, that's for sure. Or at least like going into detail.
Yeah. So that's mainly like my reason for wanting to do it too. Like, and I want to put forward like my perspective on things too. Like you said, like going deeper into things.
Yeah.
Um, like you were just talking about listening to things like while you're cooking breakfast and shit.
hmm
What what podcast do you listen to? You said streams too. I didn't know you watch streams.
Yeah, I watch like just like bullshit streams, honestly. Sometimes I watch like gaming streams
On what,
every
like
now and then.
Twitch or what's
On
the other one?
TikTok, actually. I just
Oh,
like um yeah, I'm just scrolling through shit. There's a couple of people that I follow that create like art and stuff, but I just watch like bullshit streams, probably like a lot of gaming streams just to pass time or background noise mostly. I don't know. I can't really have silence, or usually I have something like on my TV and it's like blasting or something. Usually.
okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'll watch like Throwing Fits every now and then in the mornings usually, but
I never really watch streams. If I watch a stream, it's on YouTube. Like just like they like upload like the best parts of it and stuff.
yeah, I know what you mean, like the highlights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Streaming's just hard because you can't skip through anything.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So
I
you
think I'm
can't
just like an old head in that regard. I think I'm gonna call this turning 27 because I'm turning 27 this month.
yeah,
You're turning 27 next month.
next month. Yeah.
So
Shit.
yeah, we're about to be we're unk. We're turning like
Is that Unk status?
almost 30. Yeah, I think like around like 30, you're unk.
Unk, and then what? Old heads after that.
Yeah, old head. Um, yeah. So what I watch, there's a great podcast out, Grits and Eggs. Everybody knows about it. I fuck with everybody on that list that they made. Um, I just fuck with because that's another thing. Like you gotta like more black people. We gotta like bring our unity together, all that stuff. And I fuck with listening to shit like that. I listen to like the ignorant stuff like Joe Budden. I watched the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
Bro, that's actually a good podcast, and I don't even need to like, cause everybody fucks
Yeah.
with it. You know, like how he's getting paid, bro.
Yeah, he is. I
So
mean, shit. I don't know. He
everybody,
has a lot of good guests on there too.
yeah, super good
So
guest. And I watch like I even watch shout out Poor Minds. That's a female podcast. It's like two girls, and I also wanted to do this because like we're real guys. Like we have no connection
true.
to anybody. And like a lot of
Yeah, for real.
to
We're not like
nobody.
plugged in straight
We're
out of
not
AZ.
plugged
Yeah.
into nothing. So like everybody, a lot of podcasts I watch, they already got connections. Even Throwing Fits, like they both, one of them worked for Grailed, one of them worked for like Snapchat and
Yeah.
like Complex. They had a show on Complex. They had a bunch of people on there. I
Dude,
used to watch that a
They
little
have
bit.
a lot of people on there now.
No,
dude.
now it's crazy, but back then they had like streetwear people like Ass Pizza when he was young, and
Yeah.
I don't know if they had Ian on there, but like they had the Migos before they were like even like popping like around their
Yeah.
Versace mixtape days.
Damn.
But yeah, I fuck with Throwing Fits. I don't really watch them anymore. Because they keep like switching to like Substack, Patreon, like going back and forth. But that's like a thing like where it's like we're real guys. We know like what it's like to like have to spend your money. Like I'm not trying to pay $8, $10 for like to watch a podcast.
Yeah.
Like just drop the shit for free. Cause even though people do gotta eat, so like I'm not really hating, like I just got my opinion about it.
Yeah. I mean, everybody wants their money though, so they're gonna get it one way or another.
Yeah. That's a big thing that I do want to talk about. But the main thing, we gotta get the elephant out of the room. So we were talking the other day and you were randomly like, well, I don't even know how we started talking about this, but you said that like if a guy bottoms, then he's not a real man.
If a guy's a bottom, he's,
He's
not,
not
a real man.
That's what you said.
I mean, how else are you gonna take that?
Yeah, okay.
though? Like,
So, and then we had our talk about it, but then you said you talked to some gay dude at the gym, but I never heard that convo. How did that go?
Well, I don't know, cause that wasn't the only thing we talked about. We talked about like trans people and stuff like that, and how they.
So what did he say about like what did you? How did
Oh,
you even start talking to this dude?
Well, I mean, he does art for like museums and stuff like that. He does it for children, I guess, at I think the Children's Hospital, from what I remember. But we were talking about that, and then he also told me that he has like art in the New Mexico Art Museum and stuff like that. He's also a Southwest flight attendant. So he was telling me about like I don't know how we got into. I think it came off of what we were talking about. I told him, and it had to do with trans people. And then he put his 2 cents in, saying that trans people are giving gays, everybody in the LGB community, a bad name, pretty much, a bad rap. That's what he said. And
You said, wait, so you said he used to fly. He flies Southwest. Or like
no, he's a flight attendant.
flight
So yeah, so he's like serving people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And he said that one time there was this like trans person that was like, he was serving them or whatever, and they're like, he said, "What can I get you, ma'am?" And he's like, can you pronounce or can you address me by my pronouns? And then he told me in his head right then and there, he was like, fuck you, you know what I mean? Like, these people are wanting like an extra voice and shit like that, when like the gays, the bis, and like the lesbians have been like working so hard to get where they are now, and like some respect that these trans people are kind of like setting them back, you know what I'm saying?
And this was an old head, right?
Yeah, this is an old guy. Yeah, he's like, I want to say in his like late 50s, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, when we were talking about it, I was saying like trans people are not new, like that's not new.
No, but I mean, when I said that to him, yeah, that's something that we talked about too. I was like, wasn't it back then considered more cross dressing? And he said, exactly. The
But
trans
like
things,
that's because
like cutting your dick off and shit like that, that wasn't a thing back then. He said, like, people weren't going above and beyond to do that, and cross dressing wasn't even on the LGBT, community or whatever. Like, they were their own thing, and they didn't, like, people, like, he said they put them aside from everyone else, like, almost like he said they called them what, sissy boys or some shit like that back in the day.
well, I mean, I could get how he could say that because a lot of gay dudes do dress up and they don't consider themselves trans. So that's kind of like a fine line to where, but a lot of people, like, that's not new. It's still not new. A lot of people are just scared. Like, just how people were scared to be gay. So they never, like, there's certain things they wouldn't do out in public because they're gay. So they don't want anybody to see. And that's like when they started, like asking for like simple rights, civil rights, and people were like, where is this coming from? They act like gay people were new, but there's nothing new about gay people. Like, I don't think any of this.
There's nothing new about gay people. You said it, but trans people are completely different.
It only seems new because they're starting to want representation. And
dude, they're wanting more than like the gay people and the bi people want.
What does that mean, though?
Dude, they want to be addressed by something else. Like, clearly they're not a man, but they want to be addressed as a man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they want to be addressed by pronouns, dude. That's crazy. That is insane. They, them, zers. What the hell is that?
I think that, like, we can argue like what it is to be trans. Can you be trans? Blah blah blah. I think
everyone can be whatever they want. I mean,
no, but I'm saying like what you, for lack of a better word, like demonize, like what you look down on. If you
I'm not looking down, just don't ask me to call you zers or
then that is looking
you know,
down on it.
That's not looking down on anybody. I'm gonna call you by what you actually are, like sir, like she. You know what I mean, ma'am. You know what I mean, like. And if you choose to get upset about that because I'm calling you by your actual gender, then whose problem really is it?
I think that, like, people that wake up on Earth with a sun and a moon, you can't explain how you even how that's even possible that we're here right now. So the fact that you can't even comprehend that there's, bro, we're like, all the crazy things that happen, you people act like that's not possible. That a man could have a female brain. Like, that's so out of the realm of possibility to you, but people think that aliens exist. Like,
They do.
exactly.
They do.
Exactly. So you believe aliens exist, but
They
you don't
do.
but I believe that too, but I'm saying like how crazy that actually is versus it's just simple, bro. Like have some people have been born with like both male and female genitals. Like it's not that hard to wrap your head around. Some of these things are actually true, and people are actually born like that. Like, it's not that hard to, and we don't even have to argue that. I'm just saying, like, if you don't respect that, and not calling them their pronouns is not respecting that. And then you're just like, I think that if you do that, you're just like a racist. You're just like
That's
any type of
crazy.
bigot, bro. Like,
That's crazy.
someone that doesn't respect black people, and then a black person might be mad at them not respecting black people, but then they don't respect trans people. You're just the same.
Not even. It's just like
'Cause you're still a
it's just-
person,
It's
bro.
just science. That's it. I mean, I'm not like a Scientologist or any shit like that, and I'm like I don't know. I just like believe in like what it is, I guess, rather than like what it could be theoretically, I guess.
Bro, think about this. They don't even know how CTE works until they get into your brain. Do you know that?
Yeah.
They have to look into your brain to actually see like why this happened to you. So you can't, science doesn't always know. They can't know until they really can get into the brain. And they haven't cared to know for so long. Now they can actually pay attention to it if they want to. I don't think we should doubt these people. They think that I'm not all the way agreeing with surgery just because like I don't really agree with like I don't know, cutting off body parts, but I mean, I don't think that that person's not who they say they are.
Okay, well then let's step into a different realm with the same thing. So the whole women and men are men, or men are women and women are men. So the whole sports thing, what do you think about that? Look at Brittany Grimer.
Brittany Griner? That's a
that
woman, bro. Some women are okay. This is your whole thing. Like, okay, I want to go back to like the real thing because this is crazy. You're wearing an Isaiah Rashad shirt, and he is openly bi. Or well now because he got outed, which that's fucked up. Don't do that. But if he bottomed, you're wearing his shirt, and you would say to him that you're not a real man.
dude, I mean,
But like, look at Brittany Griner, bro. I bet you could not beat her at basketball. So she's better at sports than you.
dude, she's
What makes her
also
a real
like
man?
what 6'7"?
What makes a real man
So-
then? Like everything that people say a real man is, I bet you could find a girl out there that is more of those than you are.
Like what, a Ronda Rousey or some shit?
Something like what do you think a real man is? I bet you I can name a girl, name a woman.
I mean, there's obviously traits and characteristics of a real man, but like, I don't know if you're getting it in the ass.
I think like it, okay, whatever you think the traits are of a real man, a woman has them and a gay man has them more than you. There is a woman or a gay dude out there that has them more than you.
I'm sure there is, but I'm sure they're also not a bottom.
Yeah, they are.
How do you know?
The woman is a bottom.
Well, actually, you never know. She could,
She
be,
will,
she could be like the butch or
Both
whatever.
ways, bro. Like, and it's just crazy that you're like, I'm so glad you wore that shirt today. Like, that's so crazy that you think that. And Isaiah Rashad, if you're watching this, like, come rip this shirt off this man. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh my gosh.
You would tell him that. Like, I don't know. You saw, like, I don't know. Did you see the tape?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I'm not really trying to talk about that, but yeah.
You wore the shirt.
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know. That's like people's own like. I don't know. What happened to dude was kind of wrong, especially.
No, it
with
was super wrong. But I'm
his,
just
like-
saying, like, the real man part. Like, what you do in the bedroom doesn't determine what kind
So
of man
you
you
would say
are.
the guy that outed him was a real man for doing that?
No,
Exactly. That's
That's not it's not an exactly, 'cause we don't know what that dude-
traits. I'm telling you, to like having that like real man status, like being a real man, obviously, and like when you're in a relationship with a girl, you know what I mean. It's not paying the bill and stuff like that. That's not like the real man shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's traits to this kind of stuff. It's like doing the manly duties, not just around the house, but like
I don't think what you do in the
You know what I'm saying?
bedroom excludes you from that.
what you do in the bedroom is, I just feel like your own business, but like, I don't know. Definitely things to consider for sure.
That will knock you off that man list. That's
I don't know, just
that's
like knock
stupid,
you
bro.
down points
That's
in
stupid.
general. I don't know. You're like looking at it like, I feel
I'm
like,
looking at it how you said it. You said
But
you
you're like-
said that.
I feel like you're not looking at it from my perspective though. It's like, I don't know. like-
If there's a gay relationship and the guy pays all the bills for his
See,
boyfriend,
that's what I'm saying. That doesn't consider being a man though. Paying bills and stuff like that. That's not.
so what is it then? What if two gay guys in a real relationship, the
Why is this even a topic?
because you said it.
You brought this up. We were talking about something completely different, and then you brought
Because
this
you
up.
want to deflect to the trans stuff. We can talk about that. I just think like if you're
deflect to the trans stuff.
if you
We
disrespect
were on
trans,
that topic, and then you brought this up. That's why.
because that's how we got to that topic. That's what we talked about first.
No, we talked about you saying you brought up this whole gay thing about like what gay people or what this gay guy thought about the whole LGBT community thing and all that, what his take was on that. And I told you.
Yeah, but I mean, you brought that up to me because of what the conversation that we had. The conversation started with you saying the real man shit, and then we started talking about trans people. So, I mean, it's all like in both scenarios, you don't respect either trans people or bottoms.
I don't know. I think there's like a fine line of respect for like those people. You know what I mean? Like, I will say that you're a trans person. Like, that's cool. But like, don't expect me to go out of my way to like address you as something you're not. And like something that sounds ridiculous. They, them, what the hell is that? I'm addressing you as a group of people. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. That just doesn't. Like, come on. You can see where I'm coming from, right?
No, you sound stupid. What
I
if
don't.
what if an alien
don't.
came down and like had
Alien shit.
because like you're acting like this shit is totally unbelievable. You said like it's like you can't believe it. You know how many crazy things there are that people believe in? It's just like, how do you not believe that? This makes me think of what I saw recently on TikTok. There was like this girl talking about like, yeah, I have racist friends. Like, I'm not racist, but I have racist friends, and it doesn't matter what your friends, what their ideals are, what they think about shit. Like, as long as you don't believe that way.
That shit
Bro,
definitely influences you, for sure.
to convince your friends when they say some dumb shit. Like, you don't make sense, bro. Like, any type of way, like, you don't respect somebody, there's never, like, even you said a fine line of respect. There's never, like, you can't half respect nothing. You can't half respect shit. You either fully respect it or you don't. How can you half respect something? How can you like
How am I
have
half respecting
you
it
said
though?
like there's a fine line to
But
respect. You
it's
said
like,
that.
just don't ask me to do that. You
Then
know what
that's
I
not
mean?
respecting
Dude,
them.
that's like,
That's not respect.
but
Then
it's also not real.
you sound like we got Tosh Point oh right now. You sound like that chick that was breastfeeding her kids. He was like, "Yo, so you're pro-choice?" She was like, well, to each their own." That's the same shit. You're doing the same thing.
Dude.
You're just an idiot like her. Like,
Not
bro,
even.
you're saying like there's a fine line of respect. There's no such thing as that. You either respect it or you don't. So you don't respect them. That's a problem.
That is not a problem.
Yeah,
I
it
don't deal
is.
with these people every single day, all the time like that. So it's not like I have to go through a struggle of like giving respect like that. I don't.
That was even crazy. Like, you think it's a struggle to give these people respect?
Well, I'm not dealing with these people like that. Like, I don't know if you do every day or what, but I like barely see a trans person. I want to say maybe every
I would
month,
say like
every couple months.
the times that we've hung out, we probably saw two, like recently. Like,
Oh, I probably didn't notice. or I
no, you
wasn't
notice
looking.
right away. You notice all the time. When we went to Retro Ranch, and then we went to the stores across the street. That was like a little bit ago, but I'm talking about like this year. We probably saw two.
Probably. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not like we addressed them.
You do. You always say something. You always say something.
Did we go up to them?
No, but you say something about it.
Like?
You're like, oh, like, did you see that dude? Did you see that guy?
And
That's what I
Was
mean.
it a
Like, that's
dude?
that's
Yeah.
not respect. Like, that's. I'm just saying you're the same way. If like this is what's hard because like when I was watching that TikTok, I was thinking about like, damn, like I have a friend like that. You have a friend that be saying like the N word and shit. So like,
Oh yeah. Well, fuck. He doesn't say that shit around me.
so like it's hard to get your friends to like understand something. Like if your friend is racist, how do you get them to see your point of view?
I just don't hang out with those people, honestly.
But if your friend's transphobic, it's the same thing. If you're racist, transphobic, racist, fucking any of that type of shit, homophobic, it's all the same. How do you not see that that's the same thing? If you're homophobic, transphobic, racist, any of that shit, it's all the same thing. But hopefully people understand that. We can go into like you watched Weapons recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are your thoughts about it?
Look, I don't know. I honestly didn't really understand the whole plot or anything. And I thought it was super boring. Super boring. What about you?
Bro. That movie's five stars, 10 out of 10. Because it's what is going on right now. Like the kids disappear. That dad, Josh Brolin, he's pissed off and he goes and targets the teacher. It's like a great scene. He meets her at the gas station and he's like trying to confront her and then she's like, hit me, because like he's coming at her with that energy. So she's like, hit me, but he's like, what? I don't want to hit you. And then he like checks his own energy. That's like what. Then they start working together. That's like what I love movies that like show what we need to be doing and what the threat really is. Like the threat is somebody that you don't even expect. The threat, the powers that be are people that you don't expect. And they target children. They'll target people close to you and they will send them after you if you try to stop them. And what we need to do, like Josh Brolin and that girl, I forgot her name, but they work together. That's what people need to do. They don't need to, because he was mad at her at first, and then they start working together. Like, that's what people need to start doing. And there's a lot of lessons in that movie. Like, when they end up killing the witch at the end,
Mhm.
that's a lot of times, a lot of people that do wrong, they're afraid to come out because they think they're going to end up like that witch and get pulled apart and eaten and shit. But, like, we need to let those people come outside so that they're not afraid to be like, it's not always right to like rip somebody up. Like, we gotta really think about like how we are gonna handle these type of people, because like, you never seen one battle after another, right?
No.
You don't like Leonardo DiCaprio,
No.
but you like Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it. Just like in that movie, there's a revolution coming up, and like, people that are transphobic and all that type of shit, they're not gonna like, you're not on the team, bro. You're not on the team. You're acting like we need people that are ready to have good discourse. I fuck with hella podcasts that are on this topic. There's a good female YouTuber that does video essays. She did a talk about nostalgia in media. I forgot her name. My phone's over there. I'll um, remember it later and maybe say it in the next episode. So, yeah, like, the revolution needs to be like people changing their mind. You need to change your mind. Nobody is going to. The reason why I say that it's the same as being racist is because when people were super racist and not letting black people whatever do what they should be doing, um they were acting like that they could stop it. You're not going to be able, you can't stop people from living their life, like living a normal life. Trans people want to live a normal life. You can obviously stop them. People make dumb like shit up, like, well, it's not making it up. Sometimes it might happen, but just, you can, like, obviously you could stop that. We don't want trans men to go in female bathrooms and like pretend to be women. Like, obviously people don't want that to happen, but you're not going to stop people from being able to like go to the grocery store or like just call people who they are. Let people be who they are. Like, it might sound extreme, but there was a time where black people were like, I want to be called African American, and they were calling them Negroes still. That's the same thing, bro. But I figured you didn't get weapons. You like, I knew it when you were like, I don't understand this. I was like, I fucking knew it. This guy, he's not gonna get it.
I don't know. Shit was boring. That's all I can say. What other movie did I see? I feel like I told you the other day what movie I saw. Let me see.
Weapons was amazing. I just watched No Country for Old Men with my girl.
This is your first time seeing it?
For her first time.
Oh, I was like,
She loved it. It was great. It was a great movie. And who's the other guy?
Josh Brolin.
Javier Bardem.
Bardarum or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we watched him in the new F1 movie. That movie is kind of
I like the Gran Turismo movie. Did you see that one?
Gran Torino.
Gran Turismo. That one was great. Fantastic. It was like a.
Is that the one where the kid gets a?
It was like a car simulation
Yeah.
game, yeah, and then he ends up becoming an actual race car driver. Fantastic.
Yeah. See, you
Fantastic.
think that shit's fantastic.
That was great, honestly. Well, for
No,
it
I actually
being a
heard good things about that movie.
true
I heard good
story,
things about that movie.
fantastic.
But yeah, fantastic. And then Weapons was boring. Like, if you agree with that, then it's like straight up split fan base. If you thought Weapons was trash, give it a like. Give the video a like. If you thought it was great, give it a like. Because that shit was fire. But he says it's trash. Straight split down the middle. Like, but I
It
don't.
had a great cast. Don't
You
get me
know.
wrong.
You know what I watched was
Great cast.
that Long Walk movie.
I haven't seen that one.
We watched it.
I heard
Great actors in
mixed
that.
reviews about it.
Great actors in that. I would say it was mid. I think it was mid.
That's what
Because
I've heard.
what I'm tired of now is like people making movies about the establishment. Like, cause I don't know. If you have, I'm a spoiler for you. If you haven't seen it, skip. But like, yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, he's the main character.
Yeah.
And he signed up, but then he was telling them like, like every there's no young man that like hasn't signed up. So it's like all a scam.
Yeah.
And it's like that's so annoying, bro. That's like how real life is. Like they're making like fun of us, bro. We're like in that category of like not making fun of us, but like, bro, like all this dystopian stuff is starting to affect us. We're starting to live in this dystopian society of real life. Like, and they're making movies about it, like what we are going through. And it's just kind of annoying, bro. Like it's annoying because they don't change anything. Like it's like, yeah, we're making a movie about it, but it's up to like us. It is up to us to change it. The end of that movie, the guy that's causing all the trouble, they shoot him. So it's like they tell us like it's the point of every movie like this is like kill the oppressor. But I don't know if that's really like the move. Cause like that's not the move, because if you watch one battle after another, they got real armies. They're not playing. They get the dude out of his house and he's like, I'm not saying anything. And he's like, oh, okay, you don't have to say anything, but we know where your grandma lives. Like they know what they're not playing, bro. I gotta make sure this shit's still recording. And this is really how this is his apartment. This is really how his apartment looks. And no performative male shit here. He just threw all these up. This is not like a set. I don't want to go for like that set vibe. Like I'm not trying to, this is like real guerrilla warfare potting. We're like, this is unconventional. We don't know anything. I didn't even know if this was still recording. Hopefully it is. Yeah, I think that's the bad shit. I fuck with that though. He's got a Cluxbusters poster right there. That could, you never know. Yeah, I don't fuck with advertising. I don't fuck with advertising. You ever seen Blade Runner? It's all like all this shit is coming to life, bro. Like that new robot that they advertise. You seen that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The at home like, made thing.
Yeah. So like,
crazy.
bro,
insane.
If it's all coming to life, bro. Insane. Everything. It's like, why do you keep referencing movies? Because, bro, they tell us this shit's about to happen.
Yeah, like her and all that.
Yeah,
shit is gonna come to life.
Yeah, it's all coming true. And yeah, in Blade Runner, obviously, there's a big ass sign, Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
like and like they have no more sun. It's like the sun doesn't exist anymore. And like they're still selling Coca-Cola. And in Blade Runner 2049, big ass like Samsung billboards.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not trying to advertise nothing. This is just gonna be put out in the ether. Somebody's gonna have to just like find it. Cause like I was watching like Ku Klux Klan documentary, and they were like the movie Birth of a Nation, that was like propaganda for the Ku Klux Klan. That was the first movie shown at the White House.
Yeah.
And the president loved it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's like they were the first. That was like one of the first forms of advertising, and they advertised very well. And that's what, like, advertising is always inherently predatory. You're preying on somebody, and I'm not down with that. And I was looking at a Hell's Angels documentary, and same thing, bro. All that branding, all that stuff they did, they ran a torch. One of the members from California, one of the presidents of California for the HH, they ran one of the torches for the Olympics.
Damn.
Like they were really like branding their shit hard. Now there's Hell's Angels in more than like fucking like 56 countries right now.
Mhm. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, bro. And I was listening to an interview with the president. I think it was some chapter in California. I can't remember. But he was okay, I'm getting a lot of my facts wrong, but something in the military, he got in a fight with his corporal, and then they still wanted him to be a part of the intelligence unit. But then they found out that all could be wrong, but it's something like that. And then they found out that he was a Hell's Angels, and they were like, you either stay with us or leave. That part is true. He chose to leave. He chose to leave and go with the Hell's Angels. And towards the end of the interview, they were asking him like, would you want to stay? Like, what are the pros of staying? What are the cons of you staying? And he said the pros of staying are like his freedom. And going back to what we were saying in the beginning, like, we want to get our taste out there. We want to like talk and like argue about shit, but like also it's about like being free, bro. It's trying to like we don't know like what's gonna get us free. Most of the time, we're all living in somebody else's idea of what we should be doing.
Yeah. Agreed. It's like in the shadow of what we want to be, kind of.
Yeah. So even though like this is the lengths that people will go to get that freedom. I've been seeing like the 6ix9ine interviews and stuff. Not even like to harp on him, but like there's people like him that they'll do anything to get on.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to fuck with 6ix9ine.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
I thought he was just a troll. I thought he was funny as
Of
fuck.
course you like that trolling shit.
He
Bro,
was funny.
you send me the most brain rotted like reels and TikToks I've ever seen. But like another thing, bro. No, I don't want to jump all over the place like that. But yeah, I think a lot of people are like stuck in their own world and are trying to find freedom in that. But you that's not how you do it. Like, you're not gonna I work a job where I have to go and talk. I go to like house to house. I see many people's houses. you're not gonna be free stuck in your house with electronics, and yeah, that's not gonna do it, man. I see like there's like glimmers of hope here and there, like the election that just happened in New York.
Mm,
People, hopefully there's some good change happening there.
hopefully.
Um, but at the same time, it's like for the most part, even like you fuck with Channel 5. You can't yawn into the mic, you fucking idiot.
No,
um,
I don't even watch the news or TV like that.
no, all gas, no brakes. Like, it's a YouTube channel. This
Mm-mm.
that he goes and like interviews people. But he was interviewing people in New York. A lot of people, like even like old people, they were like, "This country's fucked up. Like we're all fucked." Like that's what they were saying, bro. Like most people think that way, and people were like, "Oh, you this is." Somebody in New York was like, "We need what you guys need to start doing is riding your bikes and hunting rabbits and like hunting deers." Like I don't think we should totally get rid of like all electronics and stop completely. Definitely with like iPhones, all that, we need to get rid of anything that like causes slave labor. I'm definitely agreeing with that.
Yeah.
But if we could watch movies without there being any type of like crimes on humanity, that's all like you really need to do. Watch a little movie here and there, maybe have a show. I'm definitely against streaming services.
Well,
Like,
everything that goes into theaters is streaming like 2 weeks later.
yeah,
It's like in theaters for I want to say a week and a half, and then automatically hits like streaming services right after. I don't know how that works for the companies or the production companies and all that make these films. I don't know how much they get from streaming or from when it's in theaters. I don't know how that like works. I'm assuming they get a cut, right?
probably. But like,
I
I
mean,
don't know. Is it worth it paying like all that money for like, because you if you want to watch these movies that are coming out, most of them are coming out on HBO. So you got to get HBO,
yeah, or
and then
Peacock or
well,
Prime.
Peacock's free though.
Is it?
Peacock, no. See, that's the thing. How many of these streaming services do you actually pay for? A lot of people actually pay for all of them. That's why I'm saying get rid of them. But like, I bet you don't pay for most of them.
No,
No, I don't pay. I don't pay for Peacock. That's why I always think it's free.
just Hulu.
Yeah, but that's the problem, bro. Like, because we have Peacock, Netflix.
Mhm.
We got rid of Disney Plus and Hulu.
It's like Paramount, right?
I think we got Paramount through Prime. We have Prime.
And then there's like Showtime you
See,
have to
that's what I
have,
mean. Like,
which is
bro,
crazy.
why don't like it was so much better like when my mom had the DVD collection.
Yeah.
When you just have the DVD collection, you have like a curated stuff of what you like. And
Pretty
it's just
much.
better that way because then you don't have to worry about being like, oh, what am I gonna watch today? You already know what movies you like. Most of this new stuff that comes out is trash.
Yeah. Garbage.
Most of the new stuff that comes out is trash, bro. I rewatch the same shows every year.
Hmm.
Every year I'm rewatching Game of Thrones, Mad
Yeah.
Men.
Breaking Bad or what is it?
Most people do that. I feel like most people do that. Most people are rewatching stuff that they already seen. If a new
Hmm.
movie comes out, just go to the theater.
Yeah. For real. Way better. And even the trailers are way better when you see them in theaters. Way better. I didn't see that Superman movie, but the trailer when I saw it in theaters was great.
Yeah, that movie was sick. So going back to like the when I talked about the KKK, like Superman, he He was like back then in like the 40s. He was in the comics beating up the KKK.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people watch Superman and be like, this movie is cool, or they just like Superman. But Superman, in my opinion, is the personification of white privilege and what to do with your white privilege.
Yeah.
How do you act as a white person with privilege? You're supposed to act like Superman.
He just takes off his glasses and he's Superman.
Yeah. You're supposed to act like Superman. Superman doesn't oppress anybody. Superman is not homophobic or racist or any of that shit, and he stands for everybody. Most people out there are like Lex Luthors. Lex Luthor is a troll. Lex Luthor is a hater. He's like the ultimate hater. If you watch that movie, bro is a big hater. But that's a good movie. That's my take on Superman. I think that he is white privilege. That's what Superman is. But I've been watching the Batmans recently. I think Robert Pattinson is a better Batman than Christian Bale. That's my hot take of the episode.
Did you hear that Tim Burton's coming out with the new Batman?
Is he gonna put Michael Keaton in it again?
I believe so. But Michael Keaton's a little too old, honestly.
He's old, but they could do something funny.
I mean, his Beetlejuice movie was great.
The new? Did he do the new one?
Yeah.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I honestly didn't like how they added in that child predator in that movie as much as they did, dude. That was crazy to me. Even though they claimed that he was dead in the movie, they showed his face so much in that movie. It was almost like he was still in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, and like for him to not be in the movie because of those like allegations and those like charges or whatever, I don't know. It's just like Hollywood's something else sometimes.
Yeah, I just think like that stuff is kind of hard. Obviously, he did a terrible thing, but like I mean, you watch the original, he's all through the original too.
Yeah, he is in the original, but like I don't know. Like they should have just showed his face that he was dead and like the whole funeral thing, and that was it. But the fact that they showed his face so much in that, it was like he was still in the second movie.
I didn't watch. I haven't. My girl has never seen the original Beetlejuice.
Original's way better.
So we've been saying like we're gonna watch that one and we're gonna watch the new one, but we just haven't gotten around to it.
There's another movie I saw, Twinless. That was really good. I saw it with a girl. That movie was fantastic. Fantastic.
No, that movie looks like
it's with that one guy from, what's his name? Let me see.
I think it's from Teen Wolf. My girl's actually been watching that like every night.
Actor.
I think it's the dude from Teen Wolf. Pretty sure. But I don't know.
Dylan
We don't want to talk
O'Brien,
about that
that's who
because
it is.
that movie looked like it sucked. But you wanted to talk about sports. We're at 55 minutes. What do you have on sports, Manny?
Well, as far as sports goes, I mean the SGA raid or whatever, that's crazy. They went into his house, but he wasn't home. That's insane. And then the whole Adrian Peterson getting arrested. Nothing new with him, honestly. And the Vikings won. They fucking defeat Detroit 27-24. That was great. JJ
Okay.
McCarthy.
That was throwing fits. No, I'm just kidding. Late bloomers.
That's funny.
Out.